Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Split Decisions Racing League Cure LAM 300 here. Special fundraising race tonight, and boy, oh boy, do we have a stacked field here this evening. Going to put on a great show. Big turnout here. I am counting right now currently 45 drivers in the field, and only 43 total will make it into the race tonight. As you can see, the drivers are starting to make their way out here for qualifying. The top 35 here from the qualifying session will advance straight to the 150 lap feature here tonight at the beautiful Michigan. And the rest will have a chance to race their way in two separate heat races here tonight for a total of 43 drivers here in the field. It's going to be an exciting one. But first, we do have someone special that we do want to get a word with here. Her name is Gina, and she is the reason here for this special fundraising race this evening. So let's see if we can get a word with her as the drivers go out and start qualifying. All right, now we've got Gina here in the booth with us. Hey, Gina, you got a copy?
I do.
Hey, so special race here tonight is very, very awesome. The Split Decisions Racing League here family put together a special fundraising race here. A lot of money raised, a lot of prizes going to be given out tonight. Just want to get it from your perspective here. What does a special event like this tonight mean to you?
Oh, it's completely amazing. The medical bills that I have are absurd. And they're never ending. So it's completely awesome. And I'm truly humbled by every single one of the racers tonight that are participating.
Absolutely. Big field of drivers here. I just got a total count there. I think 45 drivers here in the field this evening. And you know, that's a huge turnout here for this kind of event. Probably the biggest one I've been a part of personally. So it's awesome to see all these guys and gals just rally around you here tonight for this special race here this evening. And it truly is, you know, an awesome event. But before we let you go, I just want to ask, you know, quite a few of the drivers out here in the field tonight.
Actually, I don't. I know Patrick.
Okay.
Number 99, who
Awesome.
I want to take second because I want number 1 because his name is Chase to take first.
Gotcha.
And then number 2, he should take third because that's my other son's baseball number. So we wanted 199 and 2.
Gotcha. So Patrick is your brother, the number 99, Patrick Anderson.
Patrick Anderson, the sweetest boy ever. Yes.
Awesome. So we know the drivers you're rooting for here this evening. We'll be rooting for them as well. And you know, thank you for taking the time out this evening and coming up here and speaking with us in the booth. We hope the drivers put on a good show for you here tonight.
I'll be watching, and thank you all again so much.
Absolutely. All right, so that's going to do it there for Gina. The reason the race is put on here this evening is for her. And you heard her, the 99 of Patrick Anderson. Definitely going to be rooting for him here this evening. Now, let's take a look and see if we can catch a driver out here on their qualifying lap. Looks like most everybody there is wrapping up, but we do have the 66 here of Stephen Parker Hamilton currently out on his flying lap. You can see he's running all the way up against the wall there. That tells me he is probably on his opening lap here. In these Gander Mountain trucks, that is a qualifying strategy here. Run all the way against the wall on your opening lap there. Gain as much speed as you can and really only get one shot at it here, as it does look like actually he's slowing down there. So he may be finished here. So let's go on board the 13 here of Thomas Teagan. He's currently 17th, so he is on his second lap here. He put down a 39.93 there that last time around, so he looks to improve here on his time. Remember, top 35 drivers here in the field in qualifying will advance straight to the feature event. The rest will have a chance to race their way in one of the two short heat races here this evening. And we see the 5 here of Wesley Fuller, who is just now starting his flying lap here. You can see running the very bottom of the track there through 1 and 2. And let's go on board with him here as he heads down the back straight and down into turn 3 and 4 here to complete his first time lap. And you can see the drivers here in qualifying going all the way down to the yellow line there in both turns 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 for qualifying. But we should anticipate them to move up the track here in the race, as it is very difficult once you start to wear the tires down here to hold it on that bottom line. But Wesley Fuller here doing a great job. He goes all the way up to 9th fastest there for his first lap as he starts his second and final flying lap here. He laid down a 39.89 that time around. We'll see if he can improve on that time this time by. And he does not improve there, so he will tentatively start 10th there as Jeff Ramsdale there in that number 97 Chevrolet just put it up into 4th that time by. Currently, Bobby Anderson sits on provisional pole with David Duke in 2nd, Steve Whitmore in 3rd. And here we're riding on board 4th place Jeff Ramsdale here as he completes his second flying lap here. See if he can improve on that 39.84 this time around. You see he's going to go all the way to the grass here, down the front straight, crosses the line, and does not improve. So it looks like the first lap here in these Gander Mountain trucks at Michigan is the money lap, as we see multiple drivers not improving on their times here in the second flying lap. And here we've got the 14 of Adam Kilday here out on his second flying lap. He looks to improve. He's currently 41st, and actually looks like he's gonna call it done there, as he is just outside the cut line for making it into the feature based on qualifying. That currently goes to Mark Sergio there in that number 39 Toyota. So he currently sits 35th. We've still got a few drivers that have not put down a qualifying time. And here is one of those drivers, the 45 of Chris Wheeler here, as he starts his second flying lap. As he just completed his first, he goes up to 29th position. So he's inside that cut line to make the feature. We'll see if he can improve here on his second flying lap. Currently sitting 29th. So he's being very conservative there through turn 3 and 4, not all the way down to that yellow line. And you can see here, Michigan is a progressive banking track. So those black lines that you see going around the track separate the lanes. And the further you go up toward the wall, the more banking there is. So that bottom line there, all the way up against the yellow, is the least banking on the track. So very difficult to hold it down there once you start to wear the tires down. So it looks like he does not improve there on his second flying lap. So he is tentatively going to start 29th here this evening. And just doing a double check here, looks like we've got no other trucks out on the track, as we've got about 30 seconds remaining here in qualifying. So that looks like that is probably going to do it here. So we will have, just doing a quick double check here, we've had a few drivers join the field since we started here, but top 35 make it in. So we've got, looks like 9-10 drivers that will be trying to race their way in the heat races here. And speaking of heat races, we're going to get gridded up for those starting right now. Looks like we're only going to have one heat race here. And it looks like the top 8 will qualify in. So that means we are going to send 3 drivers home here this evening. So let's go over the starting order for heat race number 1. Starting in first there is going to be Mark Cercio. In second, we've got Mark Ellis Bruning. In third, we've got Josh Beaver. In fourth, Richard Hurst. In fifth, David Scott. Starting sixth, Dave Cuvier. In seventh, we've got Adam Kilday. In eighth, Nate Johnson. In ninth, Jose Medina. Starting 10th is Bob Berry. And 11th there is Dave Gilbert. But I do believe Dave Gilbert is probably race admin control here this evening, so he may not be joining us here. That'll do it for your starting grid here for heat number 1, which will get underway momentarily. It will be a 10-lap heat race. Top 8 do qualify in, so we are sending at least 3 drivers home this evening. While we wait for them to get gridded up here and start the heat race, let's go over the race analysis for this evening. As you can see, we've completed qualifying. Top 35 again advanced straight to the feature. The rest are racing their way in through the heat races here. Will be one 10-lap heat. Top 8 should advance to the feature. The feature event tonight will be 150 laps. The drivers will get 2 faster pairs, and if you're new to the iRacing scene, basically faster pairs are a reset button. So if the drivers do get damaged, they do have 2 chances to come down pit road and basically get a brand new car here this evening. So we should expect a lot of great action on the track with the drivers knowing they've got 2 of those in pocket. It can be a little bit more aggressive out here tonight. Fuel's going to be set at 100% because we are doing 150 laps here. So there will be some fuel strategy, and they do have unlimited tires, which is very interesting here. So we could see some tire strategy, some pit strategy come into play here this evening once we get to the feature with a big field and track position being important. It'll be interesting to see what drivers opt to take tires there if we do have a late race caution. The drivers are out on field here now for their opening lap behind the pace car, and we will get started here for heat race number 1 momentarily with Mark Cercio there on pole with a Bruning on the outside there in the number 61. In third, we've got Josh Beaver there in the number 7. In fourth, we've got Richard Hurst in the 41 there on the outside. In fifth, we've got David Scott there in the number 31 Monster Energy Toyota racing machine there. Dave Cuvier there in 6th. In 7th, we've got Adam Kilday in that number 14. Nate Johnson in the 88 there. Red Baron 88 Chevrolet. In 9th, we've got Jose Medina there in the number 25. And that's going to do it for heat race number 1 grid. Only 9 drivers out here, so only 1 not going to make it here this evening. And the pace car is off, so Cercio there in the 39, he's going to lead us down to the green flag, and we are racing here for heat race number 1. And we've got a driver there already slow to start. That's going to be, looks like the 41 there, Richard Hurst, not getting off to a great start. I'm sorry, that's going to be the 61 there, Bruning. We can see Cercio there out front to an early lead. And right behind him, about 0.4 of a second back, is going to be that number 18 there, Josh Beaver. And we've got David Scott there in third. He's up 2 positions here since the green flag came out. And we're going to cross the line here, complete lap 1. Only 9 laps remaining here in heat race number 1. And looks like Bruning here has some damage on his car, and he looks to be coming down pit road. So I think we may know who our driver is that will not make the feature here, unfortunately. We've got the 24 there also with some damage, so it looks like those 2 have made contact. And we also see the 46 here with some damage back in the field. But meanwhile, up front here, we've got a great battle for the lead heating up, as Josh Beaver there has caught the back of our race leader. And Michigan is a very draft heavy track here, as you can see. as he looks to the outside here going down into turn 1. Going to get a great exit there out of turn 2. So he's going to look to the inside as they go down into turn 3 and 4. And we'll see if he can have him clear here as they exit turn 4. Looks like he is, but Sergio there going to try a crossover on the inside here as they go down the front stretch. And we'll see here if Beaver can do the same thing that Sergio just did to him. Try a crossover here coming off of turn 2. Oh, he's going to go wide. He gets into the wall. Heavy right side damage there on that truck. And it looks like he's going to fall back through the field here as the 41 of Hurst is going to move up into second with David Scott there in the 31 moving up into third. And Beaver here holding on to fourth, but Adam Kilday, I should say, is looking on the outside there in that number 14, and he's going to advance up into fourth. And that, my friends, is what one simple mistake can do here in Michigan, as any kind of body damage here in these trucks at this huge 2.5 mile track here, it can cause a dramatic effect on the speed of your truck here. Very aero dependent here. And we're going to see Beaver there struggle to keep up with the pace with that right side damage. But meanwhile, the 41 here of Hurst is gaining on our race leader. He has the 31 with him right behind him. And that's one thing we'll see here tonight. If anybody breaks away, it is possible for a pack of trucks to work together and draft up and catch a pack in front of them or a car or two. So it'll be interesting to see here this evening. As you can see, our race leader there, Sergio, having a little bit of a connection issue as he blinks on and off the track. But he's going to be under pressure here in the next lap or so, heading down the back straight with 5 to go. And third place, David Scott here under pressure from the 14 of Kilday as well. And actually, Hurst here going to make a move for the race lead down the inside, going down into turn 3 and 4. It looks like they're going to be side by side here as they come across the start finish line. And with this many laps on the tires, we should start to see that outside line, especially through 1 and 2 here, be the preferred line. You're going to see that driver on the inside struggle to get a good exit here out of turn 2, and that's exactly what happens as Sergio gets a great exit there going down the backstretch. Going to look to block. He's not quite clear, as the 41 is still there going down into turn 3 and 4. And with this side-by-side racing here, the two drivers behind him, the 31 of Scott and the 14 of Kilday, have now caught up. So we've got a 4-car lead pack here as we just took 3 to go this time around. And let's ride on board the 41 here of Hurst as he chases down our race leader, Sergio, right up ahead. And here, coming out of 4, you'll see just how helpful the draft is here as he sucks up at least a car length there right up to the back of the 11 as they go down into turn 1 and 2. You see Sergio there took a very narrow line through turn 1 and 2 to block that bottom side. That's going to compromise his exit here. So go down into turn 3 here. See both drivers there running that middle lane as tire wear is starting to come into a factor here. They're not going to be able to run the bottom line for too many laps as we cross the line there. Take the white flag this time by. Can Sergio hold off the 41 here of Hurst? It looks like it's going to be down to these two drivers here. .41 gets a great run there out of turn 2 down the back straight. Is he going to have enough here to potentially set up a move. It'll have to be on the exit of turn 4 as he looks to the inside here. Going to try to hold that bottom line. And you're just going to see him not be able to carry as much speed there through the middle of the turn. So the 39 of Sergio here is going to cross the line and take the win for heat race number 1, with Hurst finishing second. David Scott finishing third, with Kilday there finishing fourth, with Josh Beaver there rounding out your top 5. And it does look like the 61 there of Bruning will be the final driver to race his way in here to the feature. And it does look like Medina there potentially not going to make the feature race here. We'll get some confirmation on that shortly here, because we did run 1 heat race instead of 2 this evening. And that is the case. So Medina does unfortunately not make the feature here, with Bruning being the final driver to race his way in. Now we are gridding up for our 150 lap feature race here this evening. Let's go over this huge starting field here this evening. We have 43 drivers in the field. So let's go through this. Bobby Anderson will lead us down to the start of the race here on pole, with David Duke in second, Steve Whitmore starting third, Jeff Ramsdale in fourth, Chase Berry in fifth, Bob Nestor starting sixth, Martin Bork in seventh, Dustin Sluter in eighth. In ninth, we have Joshua McKinney starting 10th, Wesley Fuller in 11th, Bo Tiffany in 12th, Chad Ross. Starting 13th, we have Joshua Billiter in 14th, Cameron Smith in 15th, Christoph Hall in 16th, James, just James there. Don't have a last name for James showing up. It looks like it's James Seagroves de Corsi. So I'm not sure why. Maybe the name was too long there. And 17th, we have Kevin Bernheimer. In 18th, Lucas Gortman. Starting 19th, Aaron Smith. He's going to be a driver you're going to want to keep your eye on there. Very quick driver. We've seen run in some of the other leagues here. So he's starting quite a ways back there, but keep an eye on him. John Humphrey there starting 20th. In 21st, we have Tyler Rush. Starting 22nd, Thomas Teagan. Starting 23rd, we have Edmund Jones. In 24th, Brad Neer. 25th, Patrick Anderson. Starting 26th, Keith Fonseca. In 27th, Stephen Parker Hamilton. Starting 28th, Jonathan Cusimano. In 29th, Chris Wheeler. In 30th, Brian Tiffany. In 31st, we have Kyle Corley. In 32nd, William Mora. In 33rd, Matthew Wheeler. Starting 34th, Chris Palamas. In 35th, we've got Richard Crane. In 36th, Mark Sergio. In 37th, Richard Hurst. Starting 38th, David Scott. In 39th, we have Adam Kilday. Starting 40th, we have Josh Beaver. In 41st, Nate Johnson. In 42nd there, Dave Cuvier. In 43rd, final car there is going to be Marcellus Bruning. All right, that'll do it for the starting order here. As you can see, the drivers are making their way down here. Pace car is off. And Anderson there in the number 18, he's going to lead us down to the start of this race here this evening. Green flag is out, and we are underway. And you can see as we make it through here, through turn 1 and 2, clean so far here this evening. David Duke there in second, but he's going to be making a move here on the inside, trying to move up into first. And it looks like the 78 there of Duke going to go to the outside, the 00 there of Anderson on the inside. They're going to be 2 wide going down the front straight. Further back here, we've got a 3 wide situation. We've got, it's like the 1 car there of Chase Berry in the middle, with the 22 and the 15 on the outside. Looks like they're going to get it sorted out here as they go down into turn 1 and 2. Meanwhile, up front here, the 78 of Duke took the lead early on here. He still has it as they come out of turn 4 here. Going to complete lap 2. We see the 71 there of Martin Bork there on the outside. He's up 4 spots since the start of the race here and looking to gain some more. And looks to be the only driver here in this front pack that's running that high side right now. And looks like it is working there. Oh, he gets into the wall there momentarily coming out of 2. You see the driver shuffle around there. Looks like he may have some right side damage there to that truck. Doesn't look too bad, but he does definitely, he did make contact there with the wall, so that's going to hurt him in the long run, at least until we get our first caution. So out front here, the 78 of Duke is still holding off Bobby Anderson there in second, with Bob Nestor moving up into third. Jeff Ramsdale there in fourth. And you can see these drivers fighting for position further back here in the field as we'll ride on board the 24 truck here, Cameron Smith, who's currently 16th. And you can just get a feel for how difficult it is back here in this mid-pack. Here we're looking at your battle for 5th. You've got Steve Whitmore there in the 69. He's under pressure from the 8 there of Nestor, who looks to take him on the inside. And you can see some damage there to the rear of the 69. Looks like somebody has been into the back of him there. He'll be okay as long as he's in the draft here, but if he ever gets out front, that damage is going to hurt him. See the 97 here of Ramsdale. He's moved up into third, looking to take second away from Anderson there, and he is going to do it there on that high side. So we're starting to see the turning point here for when that high... Oh, we've got contact back here. Looks like the 8 of Nestor there made contact with someone. He's going to do a great job and save it there. And we see Ramsdale here still fighting for that race lead with the 78 of Duke there on the inside. They're going to be too wide as they go down into turn 1 and 2 here. And we should start to see the turning point here where that high side, where that middle lane is the preferred line. With about 6 laps complete here, but the 78 of Duke going to pull a great slide job there as he slides up, takes away the lane coming out of turn 2. So forcing the 97 there to back out of it. And at this point in the race here, track position is key. Very difficult to make a pass here on the equal speed trucks. Let's ride on board the 97 here, Ramsdale, as he looks to take on a race leader there, the 78 of Duke. Now the 97 going to look to the inside.
The yellow flag is out.
Oh, and we do have our first caution here of the evening. Let's go back and see if we can see what happened here. A couple of cars heading down pit road here. I'm not sure if that's related. Yes, that's going to be the 74 of James Seagroves there. Looks like he has made contact with someone. Fortunately, doesn't look like we have a replay of the incident there. But it looks like he was spun coming out of 4 there and came down pit road, and you can see he's made contact there. So it'll be interesting to see if we have any drivers take down pit road. It does look like we have a few here. The 78 there of David Duke. He's going to come down pit road. Looks like Jeff Ramsdale and Steve Whitmore are going to stay out, but we've got Dustin Sluter here down pit road, Bobby Anderson, Wesley Fuller, Chase Berry, and the number 1 going to head down pit road as well. And it looks like the top, seeing about the top 20 cars, except for a few, are all going to head down pit road here, with a few drivers staying out. One of those being the 66 here of Stephen Parker Hamilton, who's going to come all the way from the back there and move up into third by staying out. But very interesting strategy here by the 97 to stay out here. Everyone else coming down pit road. So we see the 78, who was our race leader when they came down pit road there. He's going to rejoin the track here in 4th. And we see Jonathan Cusimano there up 23 spots. Just looking at his pit time, he did not pit, so he stayed out. Dustin Sluter there in that number 15 truck. He's going to move up into 6th. And just looking at everyone's pit time here, looks like most drivers took tires. We have a few that either took fuel only or only took 2 tires. And that first one here is going to be the 27 there of Tyler Rush. Kevin Bernheimer there in the 43, also with a very quick pit time of only 4 seconds. So it may have been fuel only there. Patrick Anderson in the 99. He's going to come out in 13th. It looks like he's one of the drivers also to
hang on, we're not going green.
Here.
Not going green.
See Lucas Gortman there in the number 17. He moves up into 14th with a very quick pit time here. Aaron Smith there in that number 70. Looks like he did not come down pit road. He's going to move up into 16th here. Chris Wheeler there in the 45. He moves up into like 16th here with a very short pit time as well. So drivers sort of splitting strategy here tonight. We've got some that stayed out. We've got some that took 2 tires and some that took 4. So it's going to be a big mix up here once we get going. Alright, lights are off the pace car, so we will get going green this time by the 97 there, Ramsdale, who did not come down pit road. He's going to lead us down to the start here with the 69 of Whitmore to his outside, also staying out. The 3rd place driver there, Stephen Parker Hamilton, also staying out. So the first car to come down pit road is going to be the 78 there of Duke.
Green, green, green.
And the green flag is out there with the 97 of Ramsdale getting a great early jump there as he takes an early lead. See just how quickly the 78 here of Duke can make it up to the top there. With 4 fresh tires, you have to imagine, with about 10 laps complete under green there.
Caution, yellow flag.
We already have a caution here. Looks like the 33 car there involved Chad Ross. Got a driver down pit road here. That is Matthew Boston Wheeler. right, so that's going to bring out the second caution of the evening here, as we are just now completing lap 13. Looks like the 69 truck there of Whitmore was able to jump out in front of the 97 there before the caution came out. And the 78 there of Duke did make it up into third, so he only made it up one spot there. But we didn't have a lot of green flag action there before that caution came out. Looks like Stephen Parker Hamilton there falls back to fifth. All right, so it looks like the pace car is going to dive off here. We're going to get started. Single file restart since we did not complete a full lap there on that last restart. So the 69 going to get a great early jump there out to the race lead. The 97 of Ramsdale in second with the 78 there of Duke in third. He's got the 15 of Sluter right behind him there. See, the 15 truck here is going to look to make a move on Duke down the inside as they go down into turn 3 and 4. Sluter there in that number 15 truck does a great job, slides up, takes the spot away. He also has 4 fresh tires here from that last caution with the 78 there, going to make it 3 wide as they head into turn 1. So momentarily there, the 15 is going to take the race lead, but that 78 is looking mighty racy there in that middle lane. And Duke is going to be able to get back out front here after taking 4 fresh tires. We're going to see those drivers that stayed out start to slip on back through the field here. But I have to say, the 97 there, Ramsdale, doing a great job so far staying in the draft. Currently sitting 4th. Looks like Bobby Anderson back here in that 00 is the next truck here on 4 fresh tires as he goes down to the inside. Going to try to make it up into 5th there. Actually going to get a nose under the 69 there as they head down into turn 3 and 4. 3 wide here. Bobby Anderson there moving up into second momentarily. He's now going to have the 15 there of Sluter on his outside. This is your battle for second here as they go down into turn 1 and 2. See the 15 here going to take a look up the inside for our race lead underneath the 78 there of Duke through turn 3 and 4 here. You see the 5 of Wesley Fuller here starting to enter the picture as well in this lead pack as he now moves up into 4th. Now Fuller going to make a move on the outside there of Anderson in the 00. So Fuller's going to move up into 3rd while these two up front continue to duke it out for the race lead. The 15 of Sluter there wants that race lead away from the 78 of Duke. And you can see just up ahead, we've got lap traffic going to come into play here.
The yellow flag is out.
And it looks like we're going to have our 4th caution here. Sorry, 3rd caution of the evening here coming out. It's like the 6 truck there of Brad Neer involved. And real quick here, while they go around these caution laps here, we're going to be right back, take a quick commercial break. We're going to try to sort out one of the technical difficulties we were having here with the replays, so we'll be back momentarily. All right, lights are off the pace car, so we're going to get restarted here. Dave Cuvier there is going to lead
Green
us
flag,
down
green
as
flag.
the green flag is out. With the 11 there, Mark Socio in second. Josh Beaver there in the 7 moves up, sorry, the 18 car on your screen there moves up into 4th. With David Duke, our race leader, as that caution came out, he falls all the way back here to 5th, but he's looking to work his way up here on 4 fresh tires. Ooh, and further back there, we've actually got a 4 wide situation. That's going to be the 15 of Sluter there, making a very, very aggressive move, taking it 4 wide there on the backstretch. It looks like it's going to work out. And you can see the mess here on the front stretch. 2 and 3 wide on further back. This is your battle for 11th out here. You can see the 1 truck there of Chase Berry. He's up into 9th. Also came down pit road. That last caution took 4 fresh tires here. So let's ride on board the 1 truck here as he works his way up through the field. 3 wide here as they go
The
down
yellow
into
flag
turn
is out.
4. The 24 truck there of Cameron Smith going to be involved. Also heavy damage here for the 51 of Edmund Jones. And I do apologize. We are not going to be able to get a replay there of the wreck itself. Due to some technical difficulties. All right, let's check in on our biggest mover of the evening. That's going to go to currently the 46 there of Dave Cuvier, but he's going to head down pit road. But before he did that, he had made up 38 spots since the start of the race. So now, with him heading down pit road, that's going to leave it to the 18 here of Josh Beaver, who has made up 36 positions since the green flag fail here for the first time this evening. Doesn't look like he has come down pit road at all here in the race yet. So he is still on his original set of tires, but he is now up into the top 5. Same thing here with Mark Socio there in the 11. He's up into 2nd, made up 34 spots since the start of the race. Still has not come down pit road here. But the man of the hour here, that 78 truck, the man to beat tonight, he has made it back up front in first here, sitting on 4 fresh tires from lap 22, the previous caution. But now he's back out front there with track position here this evening, and he's going to be the man to beat. Looks like the 5 here of Fuller, Wesley Fuller here, is gonna try to give him a run for his money here early on as he's up into 3rd. And let's go back through the field here and check on a few other drivers, seeing some big names moving up through the field here. We've got the 70 of Aaron Smith, who is up into 12th, and does look like he pitted with everyone else there on lap 22 for 4 fresh tires. So slowly but surely there, Aaron Smith working his way up through the field. Got Lucas Gortman here in the 17, who is now up into 15th. Patrick Anderson here in the 99. He is up into 16th there. Chris Wheeler there in that 45 truck. He's running in 17th currently, but he has made up 11 spots since the start of the race here this evening. Keith Fonseca here in the number 91 Taco Bell machine there. He's now up into, I believe he's 19th here once everything gets sorted out there with the timing board. Pace lights are off the pace truck, or pace car I should say here, and it's going to dive off this time by the 78 there of David Duke, going to lead us down to the restart line. 2 wide double file restart here this evening, and the 5 of Wesley Fuller there going to start right behind the 78. This is going to be interesting here. These two drivers very quick on that outside lane. Those two drivers
Green flag, green flag.
have not pitted for tires yet, so we should expect this bottom lane here to move up very quickly.
The yellow flag is out.
We already have a yellow flag here further back in the field. Let's see if we can go back and take a look. That's the 38 truck there of Chad Ross, who spins around. In there, doesn't look like we're going to get a replay of the action, but just telling from that truck with that damage in the back there, we saw that outside line check up right off the restart, and I'm sure that had an accordion effect on further back in the field there. As you can see, that damage to the rear of the 38. We've got a car smoking there on the inside. Ooh, and we're going to see our race leader here come down pit road. So the 78 there of David Duke. Interesting strategy here as Sluter there in the 15 going to stay out. He's going to take the race lead. See the 33 truck here of Brian Tiffany, who pitted on lap 8, is now up into 3rd with Bo Tiffany there in the 13 machine moving up into 4th. Kevin Bernheimer there in the 43. He pitted on lap 22. He's up into 5th. So very interesting strategy there by the 78 truck to come down pit road, give up all that track position here with not many green flag laps on that set of tires. You can see our race leader here moving up all the way against the wall as the lights are off the pace car. So we're going to get restarted this time by. It's going to be a single file restart here because we did not complete one lap there since the last restart. So you're going to go all the way up against the wall here like our race leader is doing, just to make sure nobody gets a run around the outside here on the start. All right, the pace car is off, so the 15 there. Sluter going to lead us down to the restart. Green flag is out.
Green flag.
And Sluter going to get off to a very good start there. Josh Beaver slow to start, so that's going to allow, looks like Tiffany there in that 13 car going to go around. Sorry, that's Bo Tiffany there in the 13, going to move up into second with Beaver trying to hang on to third, but he's got the other Tiffany here on the outside in that number 35 machine, going to try to take away third from him as they race too wide down into turn 3 and 4. On further back here, we've got a great battle. This is for the 5th position here, as you've got Aaron Smith there in the 70, looking to get around the 43 there of Bernheimer. You can see Tyler Rush here in that 27 truck under pressure from the 98 of Christoph. And he's going to look to the bottom here, see if he can get a good run out of 4. And we've got Lucas Gortman here in that number 17 truck entering this battle here, currently running in the top 10. And we see the 70 here of Smith under pressure from the 97 of Ramsdale, and Ramsdale is going to take away that position here. So Ramsdale's going to move up into 6. Ramsdale is on 4 fresh tires here. And now we see Smith also going to come under pressure here from the 98 truck here. Meanwhile, we've got a battle for the race lead here. That is the 13 of Tiffany, looking to take away the race lead from the 15 there of Sluter. And looks like he's going to do so there. But we'll see if the 15 here can hold that middle outside line here down through turns 1 and 2. We should see that line become the preferred line now after a few laps on the tires here. It is possible, though, to pull a slide job if you can get a good enough run down into the corner here. But we're going to see these guys go too wide here down into turn 3 and 4. And then on further back, they are also too wide, many rows behind them here, as the 18 car there of Beaver, doing a great job, has not come down pit road at all this evening and is still hanging out in the top 5 there. Don't know how he's doing it, how he's saving the tires here, but Tiffany here looking to just edge his way around the 15 of Sluter here, as they are still too wide. Going to go 3 wide further back here, as the 43 of Bernheimer there in the middle. He's got the 6 truck on the inside. Meanwhile, these two up front here still side by side. And now we see the 43 of Bernheimer there going to enter the picture as these two run side by side here. Also got the 97 of Ramsdale here looking to make up another spot here as he moves up into 5th. Checking in on the 99 here of Patrick Anderson, currently hanging out around 11th place here, looking to make his way up through the field. Let's ride on board the 99 here. Ooh, we just had a truck in the wall there.
Caution, yellow flag.
Fortunately, looks like that was the 91 there of Keith Fonseca, who we are showing a lap down currently. Did make contact there with the outside wall. See heavy damage to that truck. But right before the yellow came out, Bo Tiffany here in that number 13 was able to make it finally into the race lead, as him and the 15 there of Sluter battled it out most of that green flag run there. But we'll see if any of these drivers here are going to try a strategy move here, as pit road is open when they come by here. And does look like we're going to have quite a bit of action on pit road here as the top 10 drivers all coming down pit road here. Top 14, 15, all the way back through 20th there. Looks like the 15 there of Sluter going to win the race off of pit road. So he does regain the race lead there from Bo Tiffany on pit road, with Bernheimer coming out in 3rd. But it does look like we have one that is going to stay out here. That's going to be the 14 of Adam Kilday. And let's go check in here with the 78 of Duke, who was leading in the first part of the race here. Went off strategy, came down pit road. It's currently back in 18th. So he has made up a few positions there that green flag run, but still has many more to make up here.
Hang on, we're not going green, not going green.
So it looks like they are going to delay the start here. Got quite a few drivers getting wave arounds here that went a lap down. So they are going to delay the start here by one more lap just to get everybody back into their correct position here. And then we will get this race resumed. Not even halfway through the race here. Plenty of race left this evening, but we've already seen quite a bit of action here up front. Multiple different leaders here tonight. Looks like Dustin Sluter there is going to bring us down to the restart in the race lead with Bo Tiffany there on the outside in second. Kevin Bernheimer in the 43 up into third with Josh Beaver finally coming down pit road there in the number 18 machine. He looks to be the tire-saving king out here tonight as this was his first time coming down pit road, and he's been hanging out in the top 5 most of that last stint there. Jeff Ramsdale there in the 97. He's going to restart in 5th with Christoph starting there in the 98 in 6th. Lucas Gortman there in 7th. Aaron Smith up into 8th. 99 of Patrick Anderson going to start in 9th with Brian Tiffany there rounding out your top 10 as the pace car is going to dive off this time around. And the 15 of Dustin Sluter going to lead us down, and they are
green.
away here. Bernheimer with a great start here. He's going to challenge the 13 there of Tiffany for second place. See if Tiffany here can do a crossover coming out of 2, getting that draft through the middle of the corner. He's going to do so here and take a look down the inside as they go down into turn 3. And it looks like Tiffany there is going to regain that second position from Bernheimer, but Bernheimer's not quite done yet. As you can see, he's still trying to poke a nose there as they go across the start-finish line. And we'll see if he takes a look down into turn 1 here. And he's not going to do it because he's going to be under pressure here from the 97 of Ramsdale right behind him.
Caution, yellow flags.
Looks like we are going to have another caution flag here. Ooh, as we can see, the wreck is still unfolding here. That's going to be the 4 of John Humphrey there involved. Ooh, and we've got a fast driver here. That's going to be Bobby Anderson there, who we saw running up front with heavy damage there to the front of his truck. You can see the engine smoking there, so he's going to need to head down pit road and use one of those 2 quick repairs they have available to them tonight. right, let's check in on the top 10 here. Looks like Patrick Anderson's made it up into 9th there in the 99 machine. Steve Whitmore there in the 69, currently running 10th. And 8th, we've got Josh Beaver. No, it looks like Lucas Gortman actually scored in 8th there, with Josh Beaver in 7th. Aaron Smith up into 6th. Looks like we've still got the 98 truck there of Christoph there in 5th, with Jeff Ramsdale there starting 4th on this restart. Kevin Bernheimer's moved up into 3rd, with Bo Tiffany there in 2nd, with the 15 there of Dustin Sluter still out front here. He's going to lead us down to another restart here once we get started. Lights are off the pace car, so it's going to dive off this time, and we will get resumed racing here.
Green, green, green.
All right, the 15 there off to a good start with a Bo Tiffany here. Whoa, that was very tight as he pulled down there in front of the 43 of Kevin Bernheimer there. See Aaron Smith here moving up into 5th here, and now has his sights set on the 98 truck right in front of him. And we see Aaron Smith here going to take away 4th from the 98 there as they head down into turn 3. With the battle for the lead here, looks like the 13 there of Tiffany is going to move up into the race lead, but the 15 here going to try around the outside as they go down into turn 1. See what kind of run here the 15 can get off of 2. As you can see, 2 wide, multiple rows here on further back. It's almost a strategy game to pick which line you're going to get in. It's almost like running Daytona here in these trucks, especially on fresh tires. But it does look like Tiffany there in the 13 is going to move out to the race lead, with the 43 of Bernheimer pushing him out front there. The 15 of Sluter still on the outside. He's now got Aaron Smith behind him. Bernheimer here in that 43 truck was pushing Tiffany. Now he's going to look to the inside. Tiffany going to go down to block that lane. See Bernheimer here make a look down the inside down into turn 1. Going to be 3 wide behind him. And he's going to slide up there, take the race lead momentarily here. But can Tiffany do a crossover here down the back straight? As he does get to the inside here as they go down into turn 3. And now we see the 15 there of Sluter starting to make his way back up here.
Caution, yellow flag.
Oh, looks like we do have another caution here. lights are off the pace car, so we will get restarted here. Bo Tiffany there in that number 13 truck, going to lead us down to the restart line with Kevin Bernheimer there in the 43 to his outside in second.
Green, green, green.
And we are underway here with a great jump there by the 13 of Tiffany. Bernheimer there looks to be in second as he's got the 98 truck there pushing him. See the 15 of Sluter there getting a great run on that inside line. See Aaron Smith there in the 70 truck all the way to the bottom of the track there. Looks like Smith's going to slot back in there in 6th. With Sluter up here in the 15, going to take away that second place position. And now he's going to start to try to make his way around the race leader here. So that 15 truck is mighty quick here on the restart. And he's going to look to the outside. Looks like he's going to set up a potential move here coming out of 2. You can see he is there on the outside here. Now that 43 truck there of Bernheimer goes down to the bottom side to push Tiffany. The 15 there, the next closest truck to him is going to be the 97 there of Ramsdale. It looks like the 98 truck there is going to make it 3 wide on the bottom in turn 3 here. Going to be hard to get a good exit there 3 wide. As you can see, he is going to slot back there into 5th, but he's got Aaron Smith there making a run on the outside in that yellow number 70 truck. Let's ride on board Aaron Smith here, who's currently in 6th. And a great shot of the battle for the lead right up ahead of him.
The yellow flag is out.
Looks like we're going to have another caution here. Let's see if we can go back and see who's involved. Looks like we're going to see some action down pit road here, as it looks like the at least the top 18 trucks here are going to head down pit road. Doesn't look like we've got anybody trying to stay out this time. All right, lights are off the pace car, so we're going to get restarted this time by the 15 of Dustin Sluter. There is going to lead us down to the restart line. Bo Tiffany on the outside in that number 13 truck with Aaron Smith there, and the number 70 moving all the way up into third. Jeff Ramsdale there in the 97, going to restart in fourth. Kevin Bernheimer there in the 43, going to round out your top five here as the pace car does dive off this time. Sluter in the 15 here leads us down to the restart line.
Green flag, green flag.
And we are underway here yet again, as Tiffany here is going to be under pressure from the 70 of Aaron Smith. That's your battle for second. And we see a great three-wide battle here. This is your battle for seventh, as Chris Wheeler there on the top. He's got the 45. Sorry, 45 is Chris Wheeler. He's got Tyler Rush in the 27 there on the outside, making it up into seventh. Up ahead of them here, they are jostling for position here in the top five. See the 98 truck here going to make it three wide underneath the 43 of Bernheimer there. Sluter getting knocked all the way back to seventh there, so he just got freight train there on the start, as Tiffany there in the 13 going to move up to the race lead with Aaron Smith there in the 70 looking to take away that race lead on the outside going down into turn 3 here. very tight there coming off of turn 2. Looks like the edge is going to go to the 70 of Smith there as he's got the 43 of Bernheimer pushing him down the back straight. Looks like Smith is going to have him cleared, so we got a new race leader here. Aaron Smith moving to the race lead. Now the 43 of Bernheimer here looks to move up into second. Jeff Ramsdale there in the 97, all the way on the bottom there against that yellow line, looking to move his way up through the field here, currently in 5th. So the 45 there of Chris Wheeler having a great run here in the second half of the race, currently in 6th, up 23 spots since the start of the race this evening. And now Aaron Smith here, going to be under pressure for the race lead from the 43 of Kevin Bernheimer here as he looks to the outside, going down into turn 1 here. Going to be very difficult for these guys on the bottom side here to get a good run off the corner here as the tires start to wear down. As you can see there, Bernheimer going to easily clear him, and we're going to go 3 wide behind him here. Tiffany in the 13 there makes it 3 wide, pushes Smith into the middle there. Now the 97 of Ramsdale going to get in on the action, making it 3 wide here as they come off of turn 4. And right up in front here, Tiffany looking to make his way back up into the race lead here, making a move on the inside there, the 43 of Bernheimer. We see Chris Wheeler there, currently in 3rd, looking on the outside now. Also got Sluter there in the 15 after getting shuffled all the way back to 7th there on the restart, is now back up into 3rd. Oh, and we've got the 46 truck here of Dave Cuvier there in the wall hard. And looks like we're going to stay green here. And as that occurs, the 45 here of Chris Wheeler looking to make a move for the race lead here. Looks like Bernheimer is going to be able to hold him off there as they cross the line. Now Ramsdale making a move here on the outside in that number 97 machine. See the 97 here of Ramsdale going to move up into second as he battles with the 45 there of Chris Wheeler. It's like Bo Tiffany there in the 13, starting to fall back here as the tires start to wear. The 15 of Sluter also falling back here in fifth. See, they got a long line of cars, trucks behind them here as the 70 of Aaron Smith currently in ninth. He's got the 99 there of Patrick Anderson looking to the bottom side here. Anderson been running in the top 10 most of the evening.
The yellow
here.
flag is out.
Ooh, looks like we do have another caution here. All right, and while they pace around here, we'll be right back. All right, sorry about that quick commercial break there, but I am happy to report that we were able to finally resolve the technical difficulty we were having there with our replays. So it looks like we've resolved that, so we will be able to now, halfway through the race here, catch all of the action, especially as we have Rex on further back there in the field. So I do apologize about that, but we will get restarted racing here in just a short moment here as the lights are off the pace car. The 43 of Kevin Bernheimer sits out front with the very fast, the 15 of Dustin Sluter there on the outside. Jeff Ramsdale there in the 97 going to restart in third. Bo Tiffany there in fourth with Chris Wheeler there in fifth. check in on, I believe, the 78 there of Duke. Trying to see where he is currently. He's back in the top 10, so he's worked his way up through the field here after getting shuffled all the way to the back there, going off strategy. Going to restart there in 10th.
Green, green, green.
All right, the 43 is off to a good early lead here. It's the 15 of Dustin Sluter on the outside in second with Jeff Ramsdale there. Tongue twister moves up into third with Bo Tiffany there in fourth. We've seen these guys shuffling positions here most of the second half of the race here with the 45 there.
The yellow flag is out.
We do have a caution. Got multiple cars still spinning here. Looks like the 35 there of, that's going to be Brian Tiffany there. I see William Mora looks to be involved in this as well. Looks like this is what brought it out here. The 24 catches the 68 there. And you could see the mayhem that unfolds behind him here. Let's go back and take another look at that. Right on board the 35 here, Brian Tiffany. As you can see, the wreck happened right in front of him, just nowhere he could go. Unfortunate there for Tiffany, and a few other drivers there are going to have heavy damage here. Like the 68 there of William Mora involved in that. We know Brian Tiffany was involved. Looks like the 3 truck there of Chris Palamas there is currently on pit road as well. Got a few other drivers here going to take down pit road. Keith Fonseca there in the 91. Check in here on the 38 of Josh Billiter, currently in 17th. Running one of those Joka Graphics cars there. right, lights are off the pace car, so we will get restarted here this time around. Looks like it's going to be a single file restart here, just to spread the guys out a little bit further here, as we didn't complete a lap there on that last restart. So the 43 of Kevin Bernheimer here going to lead us down to the green flag here, the restart. The 15 of Sluter there in second, with Jeff Ramsdale in third, Bo Tiffany in fourth, and Chris Wheeler there rounding out your top 5 here as the pace car does dive off. And we
Green
are
flag, green flag.
checking up there hard, further back in the pack there. You saw the 70 of Smith there with the dive down to the bottom of the track. Meanwhile, Bernheimer there getting off to a great start there. Sluter in second. Looks like Tiffany here in the 13 is going to put the pressure on the 97. Ooh, the 97 there of Ramsdale up into the wall. And he has problems there, as he's going to fall all the way back to 5th. 45 of Wheeler going to move up in front of him here. And we've had a change for the race lead here, as the 15 of Sluter was able to make it by the 43 of Bernheimer there, going down into turn 3. So the 15 of Sluter back out front. We saw him out front early on in the race. He's now back up there. When we see the two teammates here racing it out, that's the 97 of Jeff Ramsdale and the 99 of Patrick Anderson there, looking to make it up into 6th, and he's going to do so. So that 99 truck on his way forward here. Another driver on the move is the 78 there of Duke, who got shuffled back to the rear of the field after going off strategy. He's now back up into 8th, as he takes away a spot there from the 70 of Aaron Smith. Oh, further back behind him there, tight racing here between, that is the 32 or 6 on your screen there, Brad Neer, racing out there with the 98 truck. See a big gap here. Chase Berry in that number 1 truck. He's currently running 17th, and almost a 2-second gap there separates that front pack. As you can see, huge pack up front here. The first 14 or so cars all running together here, with Tyler Rush there in the 27 under pressure there from the 98. And looks like he's going to lose that spot. So now Lucas Gordman looks to make a move there on the 27 truck. A great battle here for third, as that is the 18 there of Josh Beaver, looking to make a move on the 45 there of Chris Wheeler. Not going to get the job done, so Wheeler's going to stay in third. Beaver's going to fall back to 4th there, with Bo Tiffany there in that number 13, currently running in 5th, top 5 here. Patrick Anderson here in the 99 doing a great job up into 6th. They are catching the 2 trucks there in front of them and should be up to the back of Tiffany there within a couple laps. As you see the 78 on further back here, David Duke has hooked up with the 97 there, giving him a shove down the front straight. You could see that 97 get a little wobbly there as the 78 got up to the rear bumper. Oh, and we've got a spin up in front there. That was our race leader going around there. We're going to stay green. Looks like Sluter and Bernheimer there were both involved in that. But we are going to stay green. So that means Chris Wheeler here in the 45 is going to take the race lead, with Josh Beaver there in the 18 in 2nd. Bo Tiffany there in 3rd. With the 99 there of Anderson in 4th. And Ramsdale, well, it was Ramsdale, but now David Duke there takes the spot away in the top 5 there in 5th. Now we see the 70 there of Aaron Smith looking to make a move on the outside there, moving up into 7th. And Beaver here under pressure there from Tiffany there in that number 13 truck. As you see Tiffany down on the bottom side. Now Anderson looking to the outside here as they run 2 wide. So Anderson going to get a great run down the back straight there. Try to make a move here through turn 3 and 4 on the outside. It looks like the 99 is going to get the job done there, move up into 3rd. But he still is not quite clear there of that 13 as they go down through 1 and 2. We should expect them to get a better run here out of 2, being on that high side. And Anderson there in the 99 going to move up into 3rd. Josh Beaver still holding on to 2nd here, with Chris Wheeler in 1st. See David Duke here battling it out with the 6 truck there of Brad Neer, and those two I believe made contact there coming out of turn 4, racing hard here for that 5th spot there. So we see the 6 truck there on the bottom side, and you can start to see these trucks here a little bit of a difference there in cornering speed, as you see some of these drivers starting to struggle with tire wear here. Looks like Near there in the 6 truck's going to take away that spot from Duke. And now he's looking to make it around the 99 of Anderson there and take away that 4th position. The 6 truck here of Brad Neer has come alive here on the long run. As you see, he's going to go down to the bottom here as we ride on board through turn 1 and 2 there, trying to make a move on the 99 of Anderson. Going to be tough to do. He's not got anybody to draft with here on this bottom lane, having to side draft only. Now we see Anderson here putting the pressure on the 13 of Tiffany there on the outside momentarily. As Anderson here going to get a great run out of 2. Oh, and the 6 there of Brad Neer going to make it 3 wide potentially down the back stretch here. He is, as he has a nose there as they go down into turn 3. So it looks like the 13 of Tiffany there going to back out of it, fall back into 5th. So now Neer moves up into 3rd with Anderson there Anderson in third. Near moves up into fourth. And the 45 here of Wheeler having to play defensive here as Beaver there in the 18 putting the pressure on. Anderson here on a roll here as they go down into turn one, though, looking up the inside here for second place. Doesn't get a great exit there, so he's got to play defensive here as the 45 weaving down the back straight, trying to break that draft. He knows he's under pressure here. That 18 truck there, Beaver, very quick. Even with that little bit of front end damage there he has. Now the 99 here under pressure from Tiffany as they head down the front stretch. Looks like the 99 is going to edge ahead of him here. .78 here of Duke, looking to take away that position from the 6 of Brad Neer there, but not able to make the job done there as the 70 of Smith now up to his rear bumper. Right on board the 78 here of Duke, currently running in 6. You can hear just how much he had to lift off the throttle there going down into turn 1 and 2. Quite a few green flag laps here on this set of tires. You see just up ahead there, Neer going to make a move up the inside there in that number 6 truck. He's going to move up into fourth with a great slide job there, taking away that outside line. Can the 01 here of Tiffany, who we're riding on board with, make it up the inside here as they head down into turn 1? He's going to be there. But the question is going to be, can he get a good enough exit here on that bottom side? See Tiffany there just not able to corner there on these worn out tires as quick as the 6 can there on that high side. So the 6 of Brad Neer there is going to move up into fourth. Meanwhile, these top 3 here have been running neck and neck here for the past few laps. You've got the 99 of Patrick Anderson in third with Josh Beaver there in second with Chris Wheeler there in the 45, currently a race leader as they just complete lap 101 there out of 150, heading into the final stage here of the race. Now we see the 99 here of Anderson coming under pressure there from the 6 of Brad Neer. As Neer looks to take away that third spot, he's going to have his hands full here on that high side. See the 99 starting to fall back here as he struggles on that bottom side there. He is back in the fourth now as Brad Neer takes over that third place spot. And now Neer looking to make a move on the 18 there of Josh Beaver for second. See Brad Neer there in that number 6 truck, still trying to make it up into second there. And as the top 2 trucks there run that high line, just making it very difficult to complete a pass here with these worn out tires. The 78 truck there of David Duke all the way down to the bottom, gets a great run. Surprisingly there on that bottom side, may have been saving his tires here, and now it's time to go as he rolls all the way up to the back bumper there, the 6 of Dave Neer. And now Neer here looks to take away second, and he does from the 18 there. So he's going to complete that pass, and now he looks to take the race lead here. Oh, the 18 is going to make contact there with Brad Neer. Looks like Neer saves it. So does the 18 there. We're going to stay green as they're all checking up here. And that is going to shake things up as Chris Wheeler here moves out to the race lead, but the 98 truck there of Hall moving up into second. And now the 78 there of David Duke looking to capitalize on this opportunity here. Currently running third, going to try to take second away here. And the 78 there of Duke is going to make it happen there, so he moves up into second. See Aaron Smith here with about 3 other trucks here fighting for that 6th place position, as the 18 of Beaver there on the inside with a little bit of body damage. And Smith trying to make a run on the outside here. He's got Lucas Gortman there in the 17 right behind him. Gortman having a great run here in the second half of the race, up 11 spots. And it looks like the 98 here of Hall was able to make it back into second there around the outside of the 78 there of Duke. And we see the 99 of Anderson there fighting it out with Tiffany there in the 13. Meanwhile, out front, Chris Wheeler has about a 0.7 of a second gap there back to second place. And it looks like he is holding them off here. If he can just break that draft down the back straight and second and third here continue to run 2 wide, he may be able to pull away with it. And looks like the 18 truck there of Beaver has problems as he slows down. He's going to head down pit road this time. And the 1 here of Barry going to move up inside the top 10 here, currently running 10th. Meanwhile, Tiffany here in the 01 makes it around the 78 there of Duke. Now he's trying to make it around the 98 there of Hall. And he is going to move up into second here if he can get clear of the 98 heading down into turn 3. Tiffany looks to take away the race lead here as he's going to look up the inside of the 45 of Chris Wheeler here as they go down and into turn 1. He does have him cleared there as he slides up right in front of him. That causes a bit of a checkup there, and Wheeler forced to drop down there to the bottom side. And our new race leader there, Bo Tiffany, in the number 13 truck out front. Now Chris Wheeler here under pressure as they come 3 wide off of turn 4 here. See David Duke there with a little damage on the right side of his truck. That may be slowing him down there, with Aaron Smith here in the 70 moving up to 5th. David Duke there in the 78 going to slide up into third. Ooh, and Gortman there sneaks a nose on the outside, forces the 45 there of Wheeler down to the bottom. And look at this shot here, 4 wide as they come out of turn 4. See the one there of Chase Berry making a good run here. He's made up 2 spots here in this last lap alone as he moves up into 8th, looking to go up into 7th there. If he can get around that orange and white 69 of Whitmore up top. Lucas Gortman here in the 17 making another pass on the outside. So Gortman moves up into 3rd. Tyler Rush here in the 27 all the way up against the wall there has made it up into 4th. And we had some takers down pit road that time. So a race leader there, Tiffany down pit road, David Duke down pit road, Bobby Anderson, and Chris Wheeler all coming down pit road. Everyone else going to stay out here as the 27 of Tyler Rush there makes it around the 98 of Hall there for the race lead. So we're starting to see the green flag pit cycles here. And the 17 of Lucas Gortman there moving to the bottom side. Looks like the 17 going to come down pit road this time. So is the 98 of Hall. Looks like most of them are going to come down pit road here as you see the 70 of Aaron Smith trying to get it slowed down. And it looks like he does. He actually passed the 17 there on the entrance to pit road. Chase Berry here in the 1 also coming down pit road. The 15 of Sluter. Brad Neer in the 32. Sorry, the 6 there. See Keith Fonseca there in that number 91 down pit road as well. So Tyler Rush here in the 27 staying out. He's currently our race leader. As you can see the 45 there of Chris Wheeler, who pitted a lap or 2 laps ago. And it looks like the 27 here going to head down pit road this time by. He's going to have the 99 there of Patrick Anderson right behind him. So Wesley Fuller here in the 5 going to stay out, take the race lead. Hasn't pitted yet. See Jeff Ramsdale there in the 97 also coming down pit road. And it looks like the 38 here, second place, Billiter there, going to head down pit road as well. So looks like most of the original top 20 here have pitted under green, except for Wesley Fuller here, who has stayed out and has the race lead. Is he going to come down pit road this time? It looks like he is. Try to get that thing slowed up there. As you see, locking up the left front there. It does look like he got it slowed down. So the 01 of Tiffany here should be our race leader when we come by. You can see he's got the 78 of Duke right behind him in second. Aaron Smith moving up to a net third there on that cycle of pit, green flag pit cycle there. And he's got the 45 there of Chris Wheeler right behind him, currently in 4th, with Hall there in the 98, currently in 6th, with Lucas Gortman there in 7th. All right, they should make it to the end here now, but a late race caution will shake things up as it always does and could do here tonight at Michigan. But Bo Tiffany there in the 01 won that green flag pit cycle race there, is in first, but the 98 there of Hall making a great aggressive move up the inside there, trying to take second away from the 78. He's got the 17 there of Lucas Gortman right behind him. And that, my friends, is the difference just 1 lap of fresher tires makes there, as the 98 does make it up into the race lead there very easily. Slides up to the top there, puts the block on the the 13 there of Tiffany. Now the 17 of Gortman. We'll see what he can do here on the bottom side as he takes a look up the inside there, the 98 of Hall for the race lead. See, Gortman there wasn't able to clear the 98 coming out of turn 2, so he's going to slot back into second here. Now Chris Wheeler there in the 45 looking racy in third. Just looking at the pit times there to see if anybody tried 2 tires here. Doesn't look like anyone tried it. Looks like every driver here took 4 tires this evening. See Brad Neer here in the number 6 truck there trying to make a move on the 1 of Barry. That'll be your battle for 9th. So Neer's going to look to the inside here as they go down the end of turn 1. There is going to move up into 9th. The 31 truck there is a lap down, so he's not racing for position.
The yellow flag is out.
Ooh, and looks like we do have a caution here. Looks like it might have been Cuvier here in the 46 truck making contact there with the 22 who collects the 69 there with him. But the 46 there looks like he got the most damage out of that. Let's go back. It's like the 22 there of McKinney also has heavy damage from that. Let's check one more angle there. See the 40. Oh, the 22 there just didn't go all the way up against the wall there like the 46 expected him to. Well, a late race caution here will shake things up. We'll see what they do on pit strategy here as the 98 of Hall looks like he's going to try to fake him out there. And he is going to be a sitting duck here as it looks like everybody behind him does come down pit road. Except for Kevin Bernheimer here in the 43 who's looking to make up some position. So he's going to stay out there with the 98 of Hall, but every other driver here on the lead lap coming down pit road. You know, if I were Gortman there, I believe that's one of those situations where do the opposite of what the leader does. And the leader chose to stay out, so Gortman started that train there of cars coming down pit road. Looking at his pit time, though, something interesting there. A 9-second pit stop. That tells me he took 2 tires there. Right side's only there for the 17 truck. Bit of a bold strategy here. It's like the 15 there of Sluter behind him took 4. Looks like everyone else took 4 tires here. I don't see any other driver trying 2 tires here. So Gortman, keep an eye on him, that number 17 truck. See how that truck handles out here once we get restarted. All right, looks like we're going to get restarted this time around. Lights are off the pace car. Going to be a short 25 lap shootout here to the finish tonight. And the question is going to be here, can these top two cars, the 98 of Hall and the 43 of Bernheimer, hold off all these guys behind them with fresh tires here once we get restarted? All right, the pace car is off here, so the 98 of Hall going to lead us down to the restart.
Green, green, green.
The 98 gets a great jump there. It looks like the battle's going to be a little bit further behind him here for second. As the 15 there of Sluter looks on the high side. Got Gortman there on the bottom with those two tires. We'll see how that truck handles here coming out of turn 2. So far, so good here as they head down the back straight. Looks like he's going to go to the outside here as the 43 of Bernheimer here looks to take the race lead from the 98. So Bernheimer there going to move up into the race lead. We see the 17 there of Gortman just struggling a little bit, coming out of 4 as he slides up in front of the 98 truck. And now the 15 of Sluter here going to look to the outside of the 43 for the race lead. See the 45 there of Chris Wheeler. Now, oh, he gets contact there from the 13.
The yellow flag is out.
And that's going to send the 45 around. It looks like he's going to keep it out of the wall there. Doing a great job, but that was Tiffany there in the 13 who made contact with him. Well, let's go back and take another look. Looked like a bump draft going wrong there as he just moved Wheeler up the track there and then unfortunately got underneath him. Looks like we're going to have a couple takers down pit road here. That's going to be Bo Tiffany, who was involved in that incident there. Looks like the 98 of Hall, who stayed out last time, also going to come down pit road. We see Wesley Fuller here in the 5 truck coming down pit road. Richard Crane here in the 36. Joshua Billeter there in the 38. See Chad Ross right behind him there. Joshua McKinney there in the 22 with heavy damage coming down pit road. And Chris Wheeler here in the 45 coming down pit road as well. So that's going to leave the 15 truck here of Sluter out in the race lead once we get restarted. Lucas Gortman there, who took 2 tires that last time, holding in second. He's got Bernheimer there in the 43 right behind him in third, with Patrick Anderson here in the 99 moving his way up into 4th. And the 78 there of David Duke rounding out your top 5. right, lights are off the pace car, so we are going to get restarted racing here. This time around, the 15 of Sluter going to lead us down to the restart. What can the 17 of Gortman do on the outside there with his 2 fresh tires? What about the 43 of Kevin Bernheimer there? Has been quick all night, starting in 3rd. And then we also have the 99 of Anderson there in 4th. As the pace car here dives off, and the 15 here is going to lead us down, and they are underway.
Green.
See the 17 there of Gortman under pressure from the 43 of Bernheimer there on his inside as they head down into 1. That's your battle for 2nd. It's like Aaron Smith here making a pass there on the 99 of Anderson, moving up into 5th. It's like Gortman here is going to slot back into 3rd as the 43 of Bernheimer does make it up into 2nd, but Gortman here going to fight back. Take a look on the inside down into turn 3. Can he slide up there and complete the pass? Looks like he almost has him clear. Not quite, as they cross the start finish there. And now the 78 of Duke on the back of the 43 there. $19 laps remaining here in the race this evening. Look back here, we've got the 91 of Fonseca here holding off the 18 there of Beaver, and now taking a look up the inside of the 1 of Barry there. That is for 6th. Up front here, Sluter trying to hold off the 43 of Bernheimer as he took a look on the outside there. Now the 43 going to take a look to the inside here as they go down into turn 3 for the race lead. Further back there, they are 3 wide with Duke in the middle, Anderson on the bottom, and Gortman on the outside. Like the 15 of Sluter is going to stay out front here as they head down into 1 and 2. You can see all the drivers there struggling to make it around that lap car who's slow on the outside. Very difficult place there for him to be. Now Fonseca here under pressure from the 98 of Hall. Oh, he's going to make contact. That's going to send the 91 down through the grass on the front straight. And looks like we're going to stay green here.
The yellow flag is out.
And the yellow does come out there finally. Go back and take another look here as the 91 just almost had the 98 clear there and gets spun down through the grass. Doesn't look like anyone else made contact with him here, but it looks like the yellow came out just as soon as he rejoined the track there. All right, your race leader here, the 43 of Bernheimer, last pitted on lap 116. The rest of the field behind him pitted on lap 123. So the question is going to be here, with about 13 laps remaining once we get restarted, what is the 43 going to do here? Is he going to try to keep the track position and hold those guys off? Is he going to come down pit road? You have to imagine that the trucks behind him here may do the opposite of whatever he does. As, oh, a late call there from the 43 as he dives down the pit road there, just barely making the pit entrance cone there, but he does make it. Interesting to see here. Is he going to take right sides only just to retain the lead? Is he going to take 4? Looks like the 43 is going to take 4 tires there. So is the 17 of Gortman right behind him. And we'll see who's going to win the race off of pit road. Looks like it's going to be Aaron Smith here in that number 70 truck, taking right sides only. So we got another 2-tire risk taker here that's going to move up into the race lead. Dustin Sluter there in the 15 took 4. He's going to come out in second. Kevin Bernheimer there going to come out third. So having a slow pit time there. May have just slid too far forward in his box as he's going to rejoin here in third. Gortman in fourth with David Duke in fifth. Chase Berry there in the 98 is going to come out in 6th. Patrick Anderson in the 99 going to come out here in 7th. Josh Beaver there in the 18 going to come out in 8th. Jeff Ramsdale in 9th with Brad Neer there. Rounding out your top 10 here once we get restarted. Should be about 12 laps to go once we get going green here. All right, lights are off the pace car, so we're going to get going here this time by the 70 of Smith there, taking 2 tires and taking the race lead there off of pit road. We'll see if he can hold off these very fast drivers behind him who all took 4 tires as the pace car is off.
Green.
We are underway here yet again as the 70 there pulls out to a very good start, a good lead there. The Bernheimer there in the 43 right behind him there as he slides up in front of the 15 of Sluter. And you see the 17 of Gortman there currently in 4th. I have to believe here the 70's only hope here on these 2 tires is that these guys run very hard behind him. As you can see there already going down into turn 3, the 15 and the 43 both are going to make it by Smith there. And we see Gortman there trying to move up into 2nd around the outside there, the 15 of Sluter. So the 43 of Bernheimer there going to go out to the race lead. Gortman currently in 2nd if he can get the 15 clear. And he does. Now he takes a look on the outside here, the 43 trying to challenge for the race lead, as we're going to take 10 to go here this time by. Now we see the 78 there of Duke. Going to make it 3 wide here for the race lead as he dives down to the bottom. Not going to be able to make that move stick, though. As you can see, they're all jostling for position here behind him as we are going to take 9 to go here this time by Lucas Gortman looking to... Oh, the 78 gets loose. 78 getting really loose there on the entry to turn 3. Had to check up big time. Going to lose out a ton of time. Meanwhile, the 17 here of Gortman still trying to make it by the 43 of Bernheimer for the race lead. Now we see the 1 of Chase Berry here, who's made it up into 3rd. And it is anybody's race here as we enter the final handful of laps here. You can see the 70 there of Aaron Smith starting to recollect himself after that start. Currently in 5th. Looks like Gortman here is going to have a nose out front as they go down into turn 1 and 2. See if he can get him cleared here. He's got the 15 of Sluter right behind him there to push him down the back straight. Big shove there from the 15 as he does push the 17 clear there. So now we're going to see, does the 17 drop down to the bottom line or hang out there in the top? No, he is going to drop to the bottom there. Try to take away that line from the 43. Now the 15 here of Sluter going to take a look up the inside of the 43 of Barnheimer here. That is for 2nd as Gortman out front here. Now the 43 of Bernheimer here going to look to the inside, try to retake the race lead. As they come out of turn 4 here, going to take 6 to go this time by.
Caution, yellow flag.
We have a caution here, trying to see who might have been involved there. Looks like the 6 of Brad Neer goes around there. Didn't quite get to see first part of that, so we're gonna back that up there. Oh, it looks like the 78 there is gonna make contact with the left rear, the 6 there, and unfortunately it looks like the 6 there gonna make contact. Didn't quite catch who that was with. But that is definitely going to shake things up here, as it looks like we are going to have a green-white checkered attempt here, possibly, once we get back around and get restarted here. So now the question is going to be for these front runners here. We've had about 10 laps, 10 green flag laps here on this set of tires. So the question is going to be, stay out or come down pit road. Tire fall off here is pretty drastic, as we've seen, so it is a tough call here, and the person who has the toughest call is going to be the 17 here of Gortman, our current race leader. All right, pit road is open. Looks like he's going to stay out there. You know, only one of the top 10 here coming down the pit road is going to be Aaron Smith and David Duke there, who was involved in that incident. So everyone else here is going to stay out. And looks like that's going to be possibly the right call here, because we will have a green-white checkered attempt. So 2-lap shootout to the finish of the race here. And I have to wonder here, what can the 17 of Gortman do on this restart to hold off the 43 the 1 and the 15. It's almost as if going off of that last restart there, that getting out to an early jump on the start isn't the strategy, because you saw the rest of the trucks there as they came down the back straight, got such a huge draft, were able to clear that lead car before they ever even made it to turn 3. So the 17 here is going to have to be very aggressive, I believe, with the blocks here if he wants to keep the race lead once we get restarted. Alright, lights are off the pace car, so we are going to get restarted, this time by the 17 of Lucas Gortman. Is going to lead us down to the restart line in the race lead there. Kevin Bernheimer to his outside.
Hang on, we're not going green, not going green.
And false alarm. They're actually going to extend it one more lap here, so we're not going to get restarted this time, just to allow the wave arounds by and everybody to get in the correct position. But we'll still run through the top 10 here. Kevin Bernheimer in second. Chase Berry there in that number 1 truck, moving up into third. Dustin Sluter there in the 15. Currently running fourth. The 99 of Patrick Anderson here, currently in fifth, with Jeff Ramsdale there in sixth. Josh Beaver in seventh. Wesley Fuller in eighth. Bobby Anderson in ninth. And Chris Wheeler there rounding it out in the top 10. Aaron Smith in the 70, who came down pit road that time all the way back in 15th. So I have to imagine, with only 2 laps remaining here, as the pace car is off, that was not the right call here. So Gortman going to lead us down to the line. Oh,
green
they're
flag,
checking
green
up
flag.
there in the, that was the 99 of Anderson and the 18 there of Beaver. The 17 here is going to have the lead as he goes down into turn 1. 43 of Bernheimer there on the outside. The 1 of Barry there on the inside, with Sluter in the 15 choosing that high side as well. And it looks like the 17 was able to make it up top there and take away that high side. Going to get the draft down the back straight here, so he's going to have the lead as he goes down into turn 3. Going to take the white flag this time by, as they race for second on further back here, 2 wide. Barry looking to take away second there on the inside. White flag is out. Final lap here at Michigan. Can Gortman hold off the 43 as he chooses to go to the bottom here? So Bernheimer going to take that top side. You have to imagine he's going to get a great run here down the back straight. Gortman going to pull a late block there down the back straight, causes the 43 to have to check up, and that might just seal the deal here as the 17 goes down into turn 3 in the race lead. They're going to be 2 wide behind them here, and that's only going to help the 17 as they come off of turn 4. The 15 there, Sluter going to move up into second, and Lucas Gortman here going to cross the line and take the race win here this evening. Dustin Sluter coming home in second, with Kevin Bernheimer there in third. And wow, oh wow, he did it. He was able to hold him off there. Textbook blocks there at the end. The 17 of Lucas Gortman there with a masterclass drive there in those last 2 laps. Going to take the race win. All right, we've got our official results here. Lucas Gortman coming home with the race win. Dustin Sluter in second. Kevin Bernheimer in third. Chase Berry fourth. Jeff Ramsdale in taking home fifth there. Wesley Fuller finishing sixth. Patrick Anderson Finishing 7th and 8th, we have Chris Wheeler. In 9th, Bobby Anderson. In 10th, Thomas Teagan. In 11th, Josh Beaver there. In 12th, Bo Tiffany. In 13th, Aaron Smith. In 14th, Nate Johnson. 15th, Joshua Billiter. In 16th, Joshua McKinney. 17th, Christoph Hall. And in 18th there, David Duke. Finishing 19th, we have David Scott. In 20th, Martin Bork. In 21st, we've got Steve Whitmore. 22nd, Richard Crane. In 23rd, Keith Fonseca. In 24th, Matthew Wheeler. 25th, Richard Hurst. In 26th, Dave Cuvier. In 27th, Brad Neer. 28th, Chad Ross. Finishing 29th, Jonathan Cusimano there. In 30th, we have William Mora. In 31st, James Seagroves de Corsi. In 32nd, we have Tyler Rush. 33rd, Edmund Jones. 34th, Brian Tiffany. 35th, Cameron Smith. 36th, Adam Kilday. 37th, Chris Palamas. In 38th, John Humphrey. Finishing 39th, we have Mark Cercio. In 40th, Kyle Corley. In 41st, Marcellus Bruning. In 42nd, Bob Nestor. In 43rd there, Stephen Parker Hamilton. That'll do it for the finishing order here. So now let's try to get a word with the top 3 if we can here this evening. Give them a moment just to make their way up here into the broadcast booth. And I see we have our race winner so far up here. Just wait another moment or two here for the other 2 drivers. All right, we'll go ahead and get a word with our race winner here tonight. We have Lucas Gordman up in the broadcast booth with us. Hey, Lucas, it's Kevin. You got a copy?
Hey, Kevin, what's going on, man? Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man, one heck of a run there. Congratulations on the win. It looked like you had your handful there those last couple of laps. But before we get to that, let's just talk about the whole race here. 150 laps at Michigan. It was a long one here, about 2 hours long. 43 cars in the field. So got to ask, what was your strategy coming into this race with such a large field here, long race? What was the strategy coming into it?
Yeah, didn't know really what to expect, from the beginning of the race. I just wanted to try to keep myself at least in the top 15 because, as you can probably know, traffic here and dirty air, it's a pain to get through. So I wanted to keep myself in that top 15, top 10 area, stay out of trouble. And then as the laps started winding down, just kind of see exactly where we're going, try to get up to the front, towards those last 50 laps and try to stay up there and just avoid any type of messes and wrecks that go along.
And looks like you did so there. So you found your way up front there toward the second half of the race. And there, with that green-white checker there at the end, what was going through your mind there? You knew that the draft here was crazy, especially on the start there. We saw, I believe it was the 70 of Aaron Smith in the restart before that, who got off to a very good jump, but just got freight trained down the back straight. So what was your strategy there on those at that restart to put the block there on the 43 who you knew was coming?
Yeah, I wanted the jump for sure. I seen what happened to the 70 and I kind of learned from that. You wanted the jump, but at the same time, I didn't put myself right against the wall so they couldn't get on the outside of me, but I kept myself just low enough where it was hard to make that inside work without getting a good arc in. And so as long as I could get that set up, and then on the white flag coming out of 2, I exited a little bit lower so the 43 couldn't get under me there as well. And after that, 15 and 43 were side by side. I just had to hit my marks in 3 and 4. I didn't even lift in 3 and 4. I was just hoping the tires would stick. And luckily they did. And we were able to pull off the victory. And oh man, my heart was going there.
Absolutely. Well, ours was as well there. But again, congratulations on the victory here this evening. Heck of a run from you. So while you're here, any sponsors you need to thank or shout outs you want to give?
Oh yeah, I was always thank my wife. Without her, I wouldn't even be here. in this race, so I'd like to thank her, my family, daughter, brother, sister, mother. Talk Liver Racing, as always, Back Row Sim Racing, all those guys, Dave at Split Decisions and all them doing this, you for broadcasting it. And, it's just, it was a great race, but we're here for a good cause. And I'm just thankful for everyone for coming out, and it was put on an amazing race.
Absolutely. Well, again, congratulations there on the victory tonight. It was well-deserved here, masterclass drive from you. And I think you've got a lot of reason to celebrate here. A lot of fast drivers in the field, but you prevailed here, taking home the race win. So, again, congratulations there, Lucas. And we look forward to seeing you out on the track again.
All right, man. Thank you. You take it easy now.
All right, so that's going to do it there for our race winner here this evening. Lucas Gordman there taking home the race win. And that'll do it here for the Cure Lamb 300 here by Split Decisions Racing. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in here at Soak Tires Broadcasting, as always. And it was a great race here with Lucas Gordman coming out on top. Great finish all around here. So, again, thank you all for tuning in. That'll do it here this evening.